Hi everyone. So this one is on emergency preparedness. All right, so we're coming up to the end of May, and typically what happens when the summer comes up, well, obviously it gets very hot, and because it gets very hot, the water from the reservoir tends to evaporate, right? So because of that, we tend to have water lockoffs more often during the summer. So what I recommend is that you start figuring out how to, store some water. Not necessarily for a hurricane, right? Because this is emergency preparedness. This isn't just hurricane preparedness, right? So I would recommend start thinking about how you're going to store some water. So for some people that means, purchasing a huge black water tank and put it on them house and then get the plumber to make it drain down and blah blah. If you can afford that, then by all means go on. Some persons live in places where you can set up a well, right? And you have your well. Some persons you might be able to buy a drum and then do the rainwater catchment. So they have the at the top of the house they have the, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? The little barrier thing on the side of the roof we catch the leaf and the water when it rainfall, and you just channel it down. I cannot remember what it's called, right? But then you put a pipe from that to the barrel and collect some water. That's one way as well. Or you can just get some plastic jug, you know, um, bottles and stuff, and cover them, seal them, have the cap. You have buckets as well. So the only thing you need to think about is, obviously a budget, but even outside of that, like, where are you going to store this water? You cannot leave them out in the sunlight, especially given the additives that are in our water. The water is gonna get green after a while. So you need to store it in a dark place, right? Um, and then you need to make sure that it's covered, of course, right? Because you don't want it where it's so stagnant and it's there for a while that mosquito go in there and then no, you can't use it, right? Um, you also want to think about what types of water you're gonna be storing. So, for instance, remember, so you have to think about how do you use water in your house. Um, I can help you with the washing machine. For those of you who wash using the washing machine, right? But how do you use water in your house? So you have drinking water, you have water for brush your teeth and wash your face, for bathe, right? You have water to flush the toilet, to wash the dishes, yeah. So you have to think again as to the different tiers of water, because some water can be a little bit more dirty than some of them, even if it's water to wash the car and all them stuff. Because again, you're going to have the water lock off, right? And sometimes you want to wash the car. It doesn't have to be the same water where you bathe with or drinking water. You understand what I'm trying to say? And so then now you can even start thinking of a system to roll out the water, right? So the first set of water where you catch, you say, all right, this is the brush teeth water, wash dishes, wash my face, beard kind of water. Then after a while, you downgrade it to like, I don't know, water plant or something like that. And then you can downgrade it a little bit more. After another period of time, you can downgrade it a little more and say, all right, this is the flush toilet water. You with me? And then of course you keep circulating it so that again you have fresh water, right? It don't depleted on you. So that's it, you know. So be prepared for the water lock-offs that are going to be coming up soon. If it hasn't started already, because it's getting hot already. All right, take care, stay safe. Bye.